All right, y'all. Welcome to episode 2 or season 2, I guess, of the college football dynasty we've got running here in the Mac with myself and 3 other users. First and foremost, we're just really going to jump right into it, First, we're playing at LSU. We gave ourselves LSU, and I forget who else was our second out-of-conference game. We'll see after this, I believe. Illinois, I think? Yeah, it was Illinois. But anyway, we're going in Death Valley against LSU, as you can see, as Toledo. I think high 60 overall Toledo. Yeah, this is going to be a heck of an experience, obviously. But yeah, we're going to kind of let the rest of this presentation play through, and then we'll kind of get into the gameplay a little bit. Number 13, LSU. Look at that. All right, we're starting on defense. We got a second and medium force, and yeah, they're going to get an open gap. They're going to get a receiver pancake, and that's going to be about 20 yards on the ground for them. We're getting right back out there. Another second and long. We got great defense going here. We can't get a pass rush. That's going to be a long touchdown. We bottled them up when they ran that all curls concept, but no pass rush. He's going to run free after some amount of time, and yeah, we're starting off about 50 seconds into the game, giving up a touchdown to LSU, so not looking too hot thus far, but we're the Toledo Rockets, man. We're in Season 2. We're going to kind of figure it out. Here we got Robert Calvin, as you know from last season, our stud, star, gem quarterback we recruited. It's going to be his first game in college. We're really going to try to establish a run game with Corey Smith, as he is our guy that, everybody knows about. He's the guy at Toledo. So after running it with him, we're also going to get him involved in the pass game. We got 4th and inches in the red zone. We're going to try to give it to our guy. Nothing. I got somebody, I think I was a tight end, running upfield, not touching anybody when got a linebacker screaming untouched, and that's that. So we're back on D. We missed that play. That's going to be a long 30, 40-yard gain for LSU. And after that big play, they're going no huddle. We're running a little man-to-man here. We don't necessarily got guys to keep up with theirs, I don't think. But we're able to get a sack on him with Matt Silas. He's our true freshman. He's an elite dev, pure power tackle. He's going to be a stud for us in a couple of years. He's really going to be our guy on defense, what I think. But we forced that check down on Harlem Berry there, that LSU running back. He's a stud. But, yeah, we forced a 4th down. That's going to be the end of the quarter. And honestly, 7-0 against LSU at Death Valley. Not too bad. We have a terrible throw and a great catch there to get first down. Now we get back out there and give it to Corey Smith. He's going to get a big rush here. We get down right around the 30, but that's great overall. Now, with that, we're going to try to follow up with a little play-action concept. We get a great throw, great catch. We're down at the 12. Who would have thunk Toledo would be here right now against LSU? So here we are, right up that A-gap. Follow our guys. Touchdown. That's the backup running back. Desmond Baldwin, I believe is his name. And we're all tied up here against LSU in Death Valley in the middle of the second quarter. So can't complain too much about that, right? We knock it through. Tied up at 7-7. Now we get back out on defense here. We got a 2nd and 10. I always forget what happens here as I record after the fact, but yeah, we get burnt like toast. He ran a little double move. Our guy did not. Good technique. We'll watch here. Completely flips the wrong way. Gets fooled by a double move. Just, yeah, that's awful. That's really that overall gap right there, is when it's like one-on-ones and you just get bullied, but it is what it is. We try to force something on 2nd and medium. Intercepted. So we're about 2 minutes of game time ago. It was tied up at 7-7. We are now down 7 with LSU on our side of the field, knocking on the door to a touchdown. Sure enough, first play from their offensive drive, long touchdown. We run palms here. That's terrible alignment from our safety straight up. He's at about 10 yards, 9 yards, apex between the tackle and receiver. If you don't know what that means like splitting the difference between them two. In palms as a safety, you have to be an outside leverage on that slot to be able to get over one. Sure enough, next drive, our offense, another pick. And we got 2 picks with Robert Calvin so far. I think, if I remember right, that's his name. But there goes LSU, and in a matter of 4 minutes, our game goes from 7-7 to 28-7. Not even 4 minutes, just about 3, a little over 3 minutes actually. Yeah, not looking so hot compared to what it once was here at LSU. But we're at midfield going for the 3rd down. We see him late. We try to throw it over top. We throw another pick. However, believe that's a play or a pass interference. We'll see in a sec here. The camera's pointing at him. That's definitely a pass interference. We got lucky there. We got bailed out there. Again, we saw him late though. So we get a second chance here in the red zone. We're going to give it to our backup, Desmond Baldwin. He's going to get a great run, make a couple guys miss the jukes, and we're down at the 8. Now 2nd and goal on the 1. We give it right back to him, and when you have a backup running back with 2 touchdowns against LSU on the road, that's good. So anyway, we cut the lead to 14. Right before halftime, LSU gets down, and they kick a field goal. So we're going to be down 17 here at half. But, yeah, I mean, there was the second half of that second quarter there just did not go well at all. We kind of threw a curveball in the rest of this game. So we're really going to have to fight from behind now to try to come back against Lane Kiffin and LSU with our Toledo Rockets.
Excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in week 1. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 14 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the home squad, looking to get the job done on the road.
Good news, we start on offense right away. We're getting with Corey Smith at our own 40. On 4th down, we're able to get it. Then sure enough, long 3rd down, I try to force what I thought was a cover 2 hole shot. We throw a pick. We're back on defense. Our back's against the wall. We're in cover 0, and Harlem Berry's going to cut it right up the middle and get almost in the end zone there. I thought he was going to score. I forgot as I'm commentating this after the fact. But, yeah, so just like that, touchdown LSU. I read the screen. I overplayed it. He cuts it right behind us. 38-14 LSU. We really have to fight from behind now. We got our backup quarterback, Walter Moses, in. That's an overthrow. As you can see there, Robert Calvin was injured. We decided to keep him out, if I remember correctly, because first game of the season, right? We want him to get healthy. Anyway, we get a weak corner side blitz to actually hit. We get a sack there. Get a punt, however, it's really going to need a miracle here to come back from down, what is that? Yeah, 28 points or 24 points. So it is what it is. We try to force another ball. Nothing's open. Everybody's locked up. That's going to be another INT for LSU. That's going to be another touchdown for LSU. You know, we've shot ourselves in the foot so many times this game. I believe that was DJ Pickett's 3rd pick. I believe he gets 3 in this game. So if that wasn't the 3rd of him, he's going to get another one in this game. But anyway, we're just kind of trying to fight here in the end to get something. We get a nice touchdown and a cool motion speed out concept. But yeah, we're within the 2-minute warning to end the game. LSU is smoking us. And if they weren't smoking us enough, now they are more. They break a couple tackles. They're going to bring it all the way 79 yards to get 50 2 points. Sam Levitt's got 6 touchdowns. Toledo Rockets got 3 total. Just not going good. That's going to be a tough loss for us to start the season, 21-52. But, you know, what are you going to do, right? We can only go forward. Good news is we had scheduled all conference teams a tough ranked opponent week 1. Like, I think we all went for top 15 teams in week 1. But yeah, that's the game. Harlem Bear is there. Sam Levitt's there. They just smoked us. They're celebrating with the crowd. But yeah, we're going to get out of this one and go on to the next. We can see here that we had one user already playing a conference game against UMass here in week 1 that he barely scraped by, which is crazy. But yeah, we didn't start off very hot, obviously. We're going to go ahead and advance here on to next week. Like I said, we got Illinois here in Geese Memorial Stadium. In Champaign, Illinois. Fun fact, I was actually at the stadium days before recording this game against them in real life in Illinois. So that's a cool fun fact. But yeah, we're going to start on defense here in the rain. We got a crazy rain game, and their guy makes a crazy catch in the crazy rain. I mean, that's unreal, but we're able to get in the backfield for a TFL to force a 3rd and medium where we can then send the house. As you noticed from my LSU game, we got a sack there. That's awesome. But from my LSU game as well as this game, I believe this entire game, we never had our DBs pressed in cover 0. You know, it's all-out blitzes. I didn't learn that until later, how to do that in this game. I'm not going to lie. So that's that. But we try to get something going here. We have to throw it away. There's nothing there. We don't like throwing away in 3rd down, but it's better than, you know, throwing a pick on 3rd down. So we got cover 0 again. Pressure gets there. That's Kari Jackson's, 2nd sack already? It's the 1st quarter, so that's awesome. But yeah, Corey Smith's going to take it up the gut. Nice, you know, 20-yard rush or so to get us down into the red zone against Illinois here. Got a nice flood concept. We're going to hit that out. We're at the 9-yard line. That's going to be the quarter. Here we are coming back out of the quarter. We're going to step up in that pocket, deliver a strike to our receiver down in the end zone. I mean, that is just stepping up. Stepping up into the pressure, delivering that strike to that dig route. And, I mean, yeah, you can't teach that. Now we got a 3rd down on defense. We're going to send the absolute house at him, get that pressure, force him to punt it. So we'll take any of those we can get against these Power 5 schools. We got Corey Smith returning punts. Nice return down to the 50 or so. However, we're not able to get anything going and force a long field goal. It's on 4th and inches. We tried going for it on 4th last game. We know how that went. So we're going to not get through and take a 10-point lead because, again, against, you know, a team like this with our squad, any points are good points. So I cannot complain at all about a 10-point lead against this Power 5 squad. That's the freshman D-tackle, Matt Silas, making a great play, chasing that back for the TFL. But, yeah, we got 3rd and long here against the Illini. We're going to force, well, I shouldn't say force, the quarterback just missed that, but force that punt on 4th down. They're going to kick it back to Corey Smith. He's our guy. Another great long return from Mr. Smith. So we're at midfield now. We got 3rd and medium. They're running man coverage. We get a perfect throw, perfect catch for the 1st down, and we're at the 50 now. Boom, we see man coverage. We're throwing that curl route right as he breaks. Now, they ran man coverage against an all curls concept, which doesn't work as well with those quick hitting curls in order to like recognize man and hit them in time. But we scramble with our QB. We get upfield. Now we're in the red zone here as the clock winds down for the half. I mean, our thought process here is just hang on to the ball and get any points. We don't want to do something stupid and lose our ball. So we're just, going to take what we can here. We got 3rd and 6. We don't get that 3rd down conversion. We're forced into a field goal here again on 4th. But again, when we force punts from their offense and we get any points with our offense, that's a plus, to get a turnover and then get points out of it where they're in a spot where they otherwise would have got points. However, right before half, they're going to run it right up the gut, likely just running the play to get to halftime. But yeah, they're going to take it 70 yards to the crib. So a 6-point lead is not nearly as good as a 13-point lead coming out of half. But either way, we'll take it. Great first half against the Illini here. The defense has showed up. Yeah, the defense really kind of won this one for us so far. So.
And it's the Crimson Tide with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a sense working from the pistol.
All right, we're coming back out here now as we get the ball first in this half, and we're going to get a great long run by Mr. Desmond Baldwin. Got to give Corey Smith a rest. Just like that, we get it right back to Mr. Baldwin for another first down onto their half of the field now. We're really just feeding this guy like a bell cow that he isn't. So, yeah, we got to give Mr. Smith a rest for conference play coming up in a couple weeks here. But, yeah, this guy's toting that pill right downfield. We try to step up through the pressure, get something out of it. Their man coverage is locking us up. They strip sack us. We fumble, we lose it. They got the ball. However, on their 3rd down, that's the boy, Matt Silas. We get a sack back, and now we got the ball back. Step it up into pressure, getting that drag route in man coverage. Now we're down in their territory about the 30. 3rd and 14, my thought process here is honestly just get it closer for a field goal, but we're able to run a nice and easy inside zone all the way for a 15-yard first down. So any 15-yard run you'll get on 3rd and 14, that's awesome. So that's going to be the 3rd quarter now as we've kind of worked to control this ball with this drive and waste some clock, and Corey Smith's going to waltz right into the end zone. So we're going to take a larger 2-score lead now, which is great to have. We're going to go for 2 here against them in order to make it 14 rather than 13, and we do. So we're in a great spot here with 6 minutes left. Our D-line is just playing awesome this game, exceptional. This is like their win so far, forcing these long 3rd downs. And look at that. When you force long 3rd downs and you pressure the quarterback, you'll make him make mistakes. We don't get it all the way down to the end zone for a pick 6, however, that's gonna do it. So we're just trying to waste a little bit of clock, run a nice little jet sweep counter run, touchdown, Rockets. So that's gonna be a 21-point lead now with 4 minutes remaining, and it's really looking like we're gonna take down the Illini. And just like I said earlier, this defensive line is playing crazy. The pressure is crazy. So we force a long 4th and 16. We're gonna run another hot blitz here. And that's going to be another stop. We got it in the red zone already. However, we just waste the clock. That's game. That's a 21-point W on the road against a Power 5 opponent in the University of Illinois Fighting Illini. And the Toledo Rockets are 1-on-1 in the season. What a game from Corey Smith. We get 100 yards and 2 tutties. Yeah, that's our guy. Defensive line. Well, defense in total, but the defensive line really won this game for us today.
Was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
And we'll go ahead and advance this week here with the Toledo Rockets at 1-1 through week 2. So we advanced through a couple weeks here. We're not advanced, but they weren't seen on camera. As we go into the Battle of I-75, that's Toledo's big rivalry. We got Bowling Green at 3-0. I believe we're at Bowling Green, but yeah, we're going to check out our practice plan here. Forget exactly. Yeah, we just limit him, but not the most exciting stuff to watch. But yeah, we're in Bowling Green this year for the Battle of I-75. That, you know, I'm pretty sure if I remember right, we won last year. Yeah, I think we did. So we're back here. This time in Bowling Green. It's actually a pretty cool entrance, pretty cool stadium we got for Group of 5 school. So yeah, we'll let this presentation go on.
With the Rockets head coach before the game, he is so thrilled that the team has responded. After losing their first game of the season, they put their head down and got back to work. Now on a 3-game win streak, they are rolling. But he knows they've got to still take it one play at a time, one game at a time to keep it going today. Guys, back to you.
Ollie, thank you.
All right, we got offense to start. You already know first play, we're giving it to our guy. That's Corey Smith. Could be a nice little run on that cutback on his own, but now we're forced into a long 3rd and 10, and we couldn't get anything going.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Shoots it.
However, we're patient on our routes. We make an amazing throw over the top of his user, and a couple plays later, we are down into his territory now. I throw our big route a little too early. That's going to be intercepted by the CPU. Yeah, not great for a first drive. So he's coming out in this heavy pistol formation, but we're able to stop it with our defensive line that essentially won us the game against Illinois. And now we got a little hot blitz coming. We stopped him short of the first. He's going to go no huddle in his own territory on 4th down. Again, I haven't figured out how to press yet, so here I am with my guys playing, you know, 8 yards off their men in man-to-man coverage. But yeah, my user plays great there. We stopped the running back check down, and just like that, we're right back on offense in his territory where we were before the pick. So that's awesome. So yeah, we're gonna give it to Mr. Corey Smith here again and try to get something going for the offense that we couldn't finish last time around.
They knock him down at the touchdown.
Now we're on the goal line. We run a little play action concept. Nice and easy touchdown. The Rockets strike first. You love to see it. It only took us, you know, a pick and then a defensive turnover to get there, but we're there. So Rockets are up 7-0 to start this Battle of I-75 in Bowling Green this year. Now we got another 4th and short on defense. He's going to run the play action. However, there's that defensive line we've been talking about. Another 4th down stop. Now we've got the ball. Boom. Great throw. Almost great catch. That would have been awesome, but now we got 3rd and 7 again. My thought process here is just run the ball, set it up for a nice and easy field goal. We lose a yard, but our ball's centered. This will be easier to kick than it would have been otherwise, and that's going to be a 10-0 lead for the Rockets.
Completion is based on what
fast forward a little bit here on our defensive possession, and I mean, it's just a terrible read by the other user, and great play by us to force a 2nd and very long. 1st down stops are huge. Yeah, he's going to really test our user. Who knows what he saw there, but that ball gets ripped on a seam right past 3 of our defenders. And then a couple plays later, we run cover 2 on an empty RPO concept, and yeah, our players he found that weak side hole shot, and he scores. So our lead is now cut to 3, but just like he did, we found the hole shot on cover 2, and we're at midfield now. That's going to be the quarter. There's a lot of orange here in Bowling Green. Oh yeah, maybe that wasn't the quarter, that was the booth review. I think there's a 2-minute warning in the booth review, but anyway, we're going to step up with Robert Calvin, get down to the 37. Now this looks like cover 0 to me. It doesn't turn out to be so, but that's a defensive lapse. It was his safety he disguised it a little too hard. His safety, who's, you know, in that half, was playing on the other side trying to disguise cover 0. So that's a mishap with that. I mean, you like to disguise stuff on defense, but when it results in that, no bueno. We force a pick here right before the half. You know, he could have, you know, ran down the clock and gone into halftime, but we're able to get a pick and hopefully get some more points on the board here, and we do. So before half in this battle of I-75, we take a 24-7 lead. That's huge, right? So we're going to start on defense this game, though, coming out of the half, and his quarterback's just going to make a crazy play on us. Yeah, not much else to say about that. Cover 0, quarterback rolls out, finds the wide open running back on the pressure, and now this game just got a lot closer. It's a 10-point game, so we go for it on 4th down. We throw a dot in the zone. Terrible catch meter. That's a drop. I honestly wish I like having the catch meter for, you know, getting great contested catches. However, a bad timed catch on a wide open pass is just, yeah, that'll ruin it. But he runs a screen. There's a couple pancakes by offensive linemen. That's a touchdown. And within the matter of minutes, our, 17-point lead is now cut down to, yeah, soon to be 3 within a matter of about 6 minutes coming out of half. So, regardless, we got to keep moving on. We give it to our boy Corey Smith. Got a nice long run that starts that drive there. Couple plays later, we cross midfield here. Tight end, wide open touchdown. I missed it. I missed the tight end on the wide open touchdown. You can go back, 10 seconds and see the right side tight end was wide open. Missed it. But yeah, life goes on. He's going to throw up a prayer here. He doesn't have the catch meter, mind you. My opponent does not use catch meter. Just caught a moss ball. Now we're losing. So, yeah, 21 unanswered points for my opponent here. But Corey Smith's going to make a couple guys miss in the open field. He's going to run it for 83 yards. And just like that, we got this lead back. This has been a crazy second half, or a crazy game in whole, to be honest. Yeah, we've now got the 3-point lead. We force a long sack as he runs around before he can throw it away. Now we got a 3rd and forever in 3rd and 24. We're going to send a little zone blitz here. Going to run the play action there. Throw up a prayer. Misses the catch. So that's awesome. We got our ball back. 5 minutes. We're up by 3. Just going to check it down to Corey Smith. Get just short of the 1st down. We're in 3rd down now. We got to run a quick concept here to get that 1st. And we do. Great throw, great catch. If only we would have had that earlier on 4th down. So, yeah, now we're in the red zone here. We got another 3rd down. Running the deep flood concept. Nice and easy touchdown. So, that's going to be a 10-point lead here for the Rockets with 3:30 remaining. And we give up a seam shot. So, Tavon Humphreys, his quarterback, is having a great game. You saw there by his stat line. But this is the craziest throw I've ever seen, to be honest. Well, I feel like I say that a lot every game I play on this game. But, yeah, so now he's on the goal line. There's 2:30 remaining.
Just keep swinging it.
We got what I thought was great coverage and great pressure, and my guy played over the top on the goal line. You can't do that. You can't play over the top. We gave up a touchdown, so now we're forced into a long 3rd and long on our side of the field. Not good. But we're going to chuck it up deep. We got a decent catch meter, but yeah, his guy, when the deep ball was thrown, knocked it out. Our guy gave it up, so another crazy throw on the run across his body back to midfield. And this is not looking good for the Toledo Rockets. Couple pancakes. He's knocking on the door of the end zone here. So this is a crazy situation we got going here, where we want to have time to ensure we can score again, but we also don't want to just give up easy points here. So kind of a weird spot we're in, but we make a great fit on the run, and we just miss a tackle straight up. So we're in 3rd and goal here on the 1. He's going to roll out. Just, yeah, my guy didn't stick to his guy, So touchdown Bowling Green. Not much else to say. So we're down 6. I try to check it down here and just get closer, get down, but he breaks the tackle. That's going to be the clock. That's going to be the game. So, heartbreaking one. We had a huge lead that was cut short and multiple opportunities to finish that we couldn't finish. So, that's going to be the battle for I-75 this year. Not in our favor, so now we're going to get a couple, I believe, yeah, a couple weeks ahead here, I think, to our next user game here against Eastern Michigan. This one's going to be in the Glass Bowl back in Toledo. We got a yellow out theme going here alongside our black jerseys with the white helmet. Looks awesome. So, yeah, we got a nice inter-conference user game. Another one coming up here.
They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus
before going out of bounds.
So we're on defensive start here. We got a 2nd and long, and we just get torched by the running back out of the backfield. If I remember right, that's going to be a common theme this game, is the running back out of the backfield on the pass, but it's an exceptional play action by his quarterback. He's going to run it for the first down now. Just within a matter of a few plays, he's down in our territory. That's going to be a crazy run by the former Heisman, I believe, from, if I remember right, from last season. Sorry, I'm commentating this a couple years or weeks after the fact. Life's busy, you know, but anyway, we're on offense now. Nice little return route concept there. We got a 3rd and long here. Looks like he's sitting in the house. So I'm going to try the little curl route here with that guy. He just gets bottled up, you know. So if I also remember correctly, a common theme of this game was his man coverage was just locking up my guys like crazy. That's another long play and a long touchdown. It switched me onto the wrong guy, and I dove for the tackle, but I was on the wrong guy, so that's going to be a touchdown. Yeah, take an early 14-point deficit here. We kind of just got to get back to our basics with Corey Smith. He's our guy. See the man coverage there. Although we already know it's Corey Smith all day long. I don't know why I tried to hurdle twice in 2 plays, but anyway, we're at midfield now. We're going to run the play action as we've been pounding the rock all game.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
That was a crazy throw. Perfect catch. I mean, I'll take the user. I'll play the user skill card on that one, on the catch, but that throw should not have been made, to be honest. Anyway, we're down in the goal line now. We're going to try a little jet sweep here, and we're going to get it. So we cut that lead to 7 now, or cut our deficit to 7, I should say, as we get back out on defense, and that's going to be another check down to the running back, all the way down to the 30. So a couple plays later on 1st and 10, we send the house. Yeah, we get beat on the drag, and we miss a tackle, so another 14-point deficit, and more man-to-man coverage, locking our guys up like crazy. Out routes, the inside routes, I mean, you'd swear he was route committing all directions, you know what I mean? But luckily for us, we're able to get a sack and then force another incomplete pass into a long 3rd down later. Crazy throw, crazy catch. I mean, you can't make that up. The pressure didn't hit. I mean, that was crazy. Once again, back out of the backfield. I can't stop at this game, clearly. So that's halftime. We're down 21. As we know from last game, this is not over, though, as we had a 21-point lead last game at half, and we ended up losing. So, yeah, I just feel like I can't do anything with my offense this game. I'm getting locked up on man coverage, but I mean, that's a positive out of the tight end team there. I think I need to run more play action or set up more run to get the play action going. But, yeah, we try to get that at midfield, which stopped just short. I mean, that we've got 4th and inches now, and I'm not really confident in anything here. We got the mid blitz coming. I don't like any of these route concepts.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it.
We're forced to chuck it up, and we get a great throw, decent catch meter, but that guy's a star DB, as you saw, and he's been locking up all game, so that's another turnover. Matt Salas is going to get there, though. He's going to be our guy, man. That pure power defensive tackle, he's got elite dev. Love to see it out of school like Toledo, so.
Escapes the pressure to his right.
He makes an amazing throw on the run here past our user, and just like that, he's down in the red zone. We're trying man-to-man coverage, as you can see, not as good for us. So that's that. Little play-action concept. We get a sack, though, so that's a good piece, but either way, he gets a field goal, and that's going to be a, let's do some math, 24-point lead, so, yeah. Make a nice little hole shot there as he disguised the all-out blitz into a cover 2. And the man coverage on him is just crazy. As you saw, that was a perfect green catch meter, but he just locked us up, you know. Same thing there. Locked up. Intercepted. I don't know how his man coverage is playing like that, but one day I hope to be like that. So we play all the routes great in the play action, but it's not going to be good enough to stop a dual threat quarterback. We get 3rd and 7. We're down a lot. We got to play with some pressure. Yeah, we force a fumble on the quarterback. So as you can see here, though, he's got the ball back. I honestly can't remember if this is, if that was overruled a fumble or not. I believe it was, but yeah, that's another touchdown for the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Yeah, we're down a lot. 31 points here in the 4th quarter, but yeah, we really got to figure out our offense here. It was an issue last game against Bowling Green, and it's an issue this game as well. But yeah, nice hole shot there. We're trying to know how to see if there's, you know, if we can score here, there's at least some hope this game might be reachable. Not too confident in it, but gotta try, right? There's 5 minutes left, so. We try to throw up a prayer here. Intercepted. The 11th time this season within 7 games. Intercepted. So, yeah, that's going to be the game here in this conference matchup here against another user. And we're going to fall to 4-3 on the season now after losing to LSU, Bowling Green, and Eastern Michigan. So, it is what it is, you know.
Welcome to the venerable Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio.
Anyway, we fast forward now. We're back at the Glass Bowl here. We got another yellow out with another user in conference game here against Western Michigan. Yeah, I don't want to foreshadow here, but let's hope this game goes a little bit better than our last 2 user games, especially with a blown 21-point lead against our rival in Bowling Green.
Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this.
We're going to start out on defense here. Yeah, we get an awesome run stunt there. I learned between this game and the last, there was kind of some downtime within our Dynasty, so I'd played some on an offline Dynasty and learned a little bit more about the gameplay and different play calls and stuff. But yeah, we got a roughing pass in there. But anyway, back to what I was saying, I had learned a little bit more on how to stop the run. But one thing that really grinds my gears, man, is that play there, and that's been a downfall of this game for the past 3 editions from CFB 25 till now, is the RPOs. So I have my RPO read set to stop the pass, and I ran man coverage. The two things you should do to stop the RPOs. He ran it for 50 yards. You know what I mean? It just really, it pisses me off, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, we're on the goal line here on defense. We got a 3rd and goal for my opponents. We get the strip sack. That's huge for us. We get this ball back. So, yeah, I love setting the tone on defense, getting a turnover on the first drive when you start on defense. That's awesome. So, following it up with a big run right after, just as awesome. So, I wanted to show this kind of pre-snap stuff going on here as we saw the house getting sent at us was making our hot routes, making a motion to make sure it's man coverage, all that sorts of thing, kind of seeing how this plays out on a 3rd and medium. Step up, great pass, green catch, nothing. You know what I mean? So, don't love to see that. We got a backup quarterback in, but being able to make those adjustments, make a great throw and a perfect catch meter, and getting that result is just not awesome to see. Piled on top of the fact that he had got a 50-yard play on a play that should have been stopped with the adjustments that I've made, that the game tells you to make in order to stop it. So, not too happy about that, but we punt it down to the 2. He's an empty. We're going to come in an all-out pressure. He delivers a crazy throw with guys all over his face on the sideline, 50 yards downfield. So, huge pancake there by his offensive lineman. Touchdown, Western Michigan. So, we start the game with a defensive turnover, and we still go down 7-0. So, not good, but we dish it out to our guy here on 3rd and long. That's Corey Smith down to the 40, yeah, the opposing 45. So, here's something I started implementing more is play action with me running the ball so much. I need to do more play action. So, our backup quarterback pocket passer there is able to deliver a great strike. We run a great wham concept. Ooh, excuse me. We get it down to the 4 now, so little quarterback power. Boom. Touchdown. This game's tied up. Love to see it. And one thing that's really been a point for us this entire game was our run defense. Aside from that one big run he had, our run defense was exceptional, and that's awesome right there. That's a pick 6. He tries to hit what he thought was a hole shot. However, it was cover 6. So one side of the field was running cover 2 where the hole shot would be there. The other side was running cover 4 where it is not there. So we get that pick 6, and we're on top here now, 7 points. Love to see it. Yeah, let's get back on defense here. Everybody does their job on that run. We spill it. However, there's no edge sets, nobody outside, and that's a long run for him. But he tries to throw the RPO pop pass. We're able there to stop it. We get a 3rd and long. My guys are running all over the field. I don't know why that's happening. I think I learned after it's about like how I have my cornerback matchup sets where they sometimes do that when you audible, but shouldn't be in the game anyway with that. 4th and long. We get a great Tampa 2 user pick. I mean, to make a user pick on Tampa 2, 30 yards downfield with your mic is insane. But we did that, so now we give it to Corey Smith, our bell cow. 83 yards to the crib, running the speed option with the pocket passer. That's what we got going on. Speed option with the pocket passer. So, go Rockets. That's a touchdown. We're now up 14. As you can see here in this cover 0 play, I finally learned how to, press my corners. So, we ran cover 0. We force a long 4th down. He punts it to us. We got Corey Smith back there returning. I honestly don't remember ever setting him as my punt returner because I don't want him to get more wear and tear, but he's done that once or twice now this season. He's going to take this one back to the crib. So, from how this game started, 7-0 Western Michigan, we're now up, 28? Yeah, 28-7 within a matter of a few minutes. And there we almost have another pick 6. Great play by that corner, but catching that would have been even better. There's that nice little run stunt, getting over the top with our backer and stopping him at the line of scrimmage in order to force long third downs. However, as you saw there again, my DBs were running across the field as I audibled. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it does that, and that gives him an easy first down, taking advantage of that. So I don't know how to stop that. I think I might have by messing with my cornerback matchup stuff. I think I had it by overall, and I changed it to balance. But anyway, my point is it shouldn't do that ever. Like, your DB should never sprint across the field like that in the middle of the QB's cadence. So I rest my case. Great TFL there. More run defense on the very next play, forcing third downs. So run defense is key in this game. Everybody knows that running the ball is king in this year's game. So, I mean, aside from the green catches on long moss balls. But anyway, run defense is king in order to force long third downs, like we have here, 3rd and goal from about the 6. So we get amazing defense play, great pass rush, and yeah, we force the crappy throw. Now we've got 4th and goal for him. Pressure's getting at him again. He's forced to run around, make a crazy throw across his body. That's a pick. So yeah, just kind of want to reiterate my point on run defense is if you can force long 3rd and 4th downs, I mean, that's where your guys will make plays. So I've really kind of tried to focus on my run defense, and that's how you saw, like, I'm getting those TFLs using run, different stunts that are good against the run and whatnot. But yeah, first play coming out of half, we're starting on offense. We got a 1-play touchdown with our guy Corey Smith. And yeah, that's going to be a huge 35-7 lead. He's on the goal line. We force the stop on the fullback dive. However, the very next play, he gives it right back to the fullback, or should I say tight end, for a touchdown. So we roll out here with our quarterback, playmaker, the fullback. Great throw upfield. Yeah, I mean, 40-yard gain with the fullback is a great one. So we're down in our red zone on his side of the field. That's going to be another Corey Smith touchdown. So that's going to make our lead 42-14. And compared to the other user games we had, we're in a great spot. So another 3rd and long for him due to our run defense. We force a bad throw. We got an interception. We got our ball back. And as you heard, that was the 4th interception we've gotten tonight. So we really just want to kind of pound the rock, whittle this clock down a little bit. When this sort of thing happens, when the user defenders run backwards, they don't want to get juked. But, I mean, it worked. You got to stop a tackle. So, anyway, we're kicking a field goal down at the 10 now to make it a 45-14 lead. Skip ahead a few plays. He's back in the red zone. Going to take off with his quarterback and get into the end zone. His quarterback reached for it from like the 3 and got it, so that was crazy. But 4th and inches, I want to keep this ball and waste that clock, so we're going to go play action, dish it out to our fullback. Whoop! Make his DB miss. We're down to the 4 now, so I'm thinking, well, if we're at this point, might as well go for the points instead of draining the clock. So we get a perfect QB sneak meter there. That's be another touchdown. We got 52-21 Rockets. Pressure gets home, forces a deep throw. Another INT. Perfect green catch. I believe that's the guy who had the INT last drive. But yeah, so that's that. We want to hang on to this ball rather than punting. So on this 3rd and long, we're going to toss it deep. Great catch. I mean, that was a yellow bar, but he still caught it. So that's a huge MAC win for us against the user. As you know, our last 2 user games sucked. We lost them. One of them we got killed. The other one we blew a lead. So Corey Smith, 250 rushing yards on 10 attempts. That's 25 a carry. Insane. So 3 touchdowns here in the glass bowl with the yellow outs and the yellow jerseys. Love to see it. Go Rockets.
To make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, baby.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. And you
Corey Smith, a National Player of the Week. You know, 25 yards a carry will do it. So love to see that. Yeah. Now we'll get into this Heisman ceremony here. So, you know, when you're in an online user dynasty with many teams, the Heisman ceremony is always going to be interesting. So we're going to let this one play. I just kind of want you to see the characters we got. That's our guy, Corey Smith. 23 touchdowns, 1,600 yards on the ground.
Guys have hung out together, got to know each other better, but ultimately the night's going to belong to one guy. One name will be read here, and one man will have that life-changing moment and forever be known as a Heisman Trophy winner. These are nervous times for these guys. The announcement just moments away. They've gotten to New York City, not by focusing on it, but once you're here, man, they want to win it, and every past winner has...
There he is. Last year's Heisman at Eastern Michigan, Malachi James, is back in the Heisman finalists. Look at the stats. I don't think this one goes his way this year, but we'll see how this goes.
Belongs to one man. We're about to find out who's going to be this season's Heisman Trophy winner. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalist. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment. Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough. All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season. And here we go. This season, the Heisman Memorial Trophy is awarded to senior quarterback out of Texas.
I like how they don't have at the Heisman ceremony the common players like Arch Manning, his name in it. They say senior quarterback at Texas, which, I mean, it makes sense for 30 years down the road where you have generated quarterbacks winning the Heisman and stuff. But for a guy like Arch Manning, it's weird. I mean, you know they got him in the game, just not for his voice to be played during the Heisman ceremony is kind of weird. But yeah, that's going to be a Heisman for Arch Manning. We'll see if he can get that in real life this year.
Heisman season.
We do see, however, we get the Paul Hornung Award for Corey Smith. That's awesome. Not quite the Heisman, but yeah. We got Auburn in the Armed Forces Bowl coming right up then. Let's take a look at these job offers. I'm going to look at the job offers, look at other stuff while that plays through, which we skip ahead of here. Spoiler, we stay at Toledo, right? It doesn't matter. But yeah, we've got our next game here now. Armed Forces Bowl against Auburn. I mean, I don't know if you saw that, but we're ranked number 25 with Toledo at 8-4 in the MAC. Crazy. I mean, yeah, we had one big win against Illinois, and then we put a beat down on Western Michigan, but yeah, ranked at 8-4 in the MAC is crazy to me. So anyway, let's do Auburn now. Nothing. It's a little different with this SEC ball. We can't, run it up the guts for a guaranteed first. But yeah, so they stop us on that 4th down. And then boom, one play touchdown. So we're coming back now on offense here. Giving it to our guy, Corey Smith. He's going to make a couple guys miss. Get down to the 50. Love to see it. We're going to hit a nice little seam shot there. Perfect throw, perfect catch. Love it. Get down to the red zone. I don't know what I was thinking there, honestly, when I was watching it the second time. I'm like, who was I throwing to and why? I think I pressed the wrong button, but anyway, we try to run up the gut with our favorite QB power run. Nothing. So against a team like this, so we want to go for it on 4th and inches, and we get it. So we couldn't get in the end zone, but we got the first down, and we got another chance. So now we're in the end zone, tie up this game 7-7 against Auburn, SEC school. Love it. Yeah, I mean, just great run defense there. I feel, yeah, sorry, it's a little weird, commentating this after the fact, especially weeks after. I don't know what's going on, but it's a nice pick there. We got the ball back, 7-7 at the quarter, so yeah, Getting it to our head honcho, Corey Smith, making a couple guys miss. Just gets hawked. Again, you can't outrun all these guys like it's in the MAC, you know. But we got a long field goal. We put it through. Can't see on the screen. That's about 50, though, so that's awesome. Now we're back on defense with a 3-point lead. Pressure hits. 2nd and long, right into 3rd and long. We get into these spots, we can make plays. So, yeah, we force a check down on 3rd and long. Now we've got the ball back. Getting stops on 1st and 2nd down leads to good things. So, it's a great throw. Perfect catch there on that smash concept. Now this was a crazy play by the DB undercutting that curl route. He had him like pinned, the receiver did, and somehow he like came underneath and still got it. So that's weird, but again, this is Auburn. It's not like I don't know, Miami University. Even though I'm pretty sure they beat me in this season and I'm talking about them. But yeah, that's going to be 10-10 here right before half. Yeah, we're going to go, I mean, why not? We got a second left. Try a Hail Mary. Screw it. So we're going to chuck this one deep. And there's a flag on the field. So that's going to give us 15 yards. And from our own, what is that, 48? We got a chance for a field goal. So we're obviously going to accept this one. We're going to try to put in a deep field goal from about 57. And just short. Full power, just short. If I didn't move the meter as much, that probably goes up and through towards the left side of the upright. But when I'm kicking it from left hash to right upright, that's an extra block of yards. So it wasn't necessarily a 54-yarder. But, yeah, we get a couple good plays to force another 3rd and long where we can then send our hot zone blitz. But that's a weakness in the hot zone blitz is those seams and post routes. So we give that up on 3rd and long. No bueno. Just like that. Right past us. Breaks the tackle. And Auburn takes the lead back. So Armed Forces Bowl. We're down 7. We hit another great seam shot right over that seam player's head. To get down to midfield where we can now play around with a little play action. We got a guy wide open. We get it down to him. Touchdown, Rockets. So this game's tied up within a matter of a minute or two. So we got another 3rd and long. We send the house. They throw a screen. We stop them. So we're getting we're closing in on the 4th quarter here. Look at Robert Calvin, the pocket pass or go, running up the gut on 3rd and long. That's ballsy. So we've now got 4th and 1. Boom. Snap it, catch it. Quick and easy. Find that gap in the zone with the running back. 1st down, move the chains. Great seam shot here. Great catch. Perfect throw, perfect catch. You love to see it. Now we're down on the goal line. So we like our play actions. We're going to try to get him again. Throw it quick. Boom. Perfect catch, touchdown. Toledo's got the lead by 7 with 5 minutes remaining. That's huge against his SEC squad. However, in what I believe was a cover 2 there, they ripped the post right in front of our safety, and we're tied up just like that. So it's kind of a crazy game going. And that is the cherry on top for Auburn's defense there. Getting the throw out of sack into the pick to the D lineman. Now we're on the goal line, and these past, 4 or 5 minutes of this game have been crazy, and they just got even crazier with that throw across the body, on the run, in the pressure for the touchdown. So we're getting ballsy here with 3 minutes left on 4th down in our own 25. And look at Robert Calvin, the pocket passer. He's a pocket passer. Look at him. I mean, granted, that's a fat D lineman, but anyway, we're still alive. We're going to fight another day. I know you saw it. I didn't see it now till looking back at it. B had beaten the press for a touchdown, but we moved the ball regardless. Touchdown Rockets. So we got a tie game now, or what we think is a tie game, and I'm like, you know what? We're playing against Auburn. It's the Armed Forces Bowl. Let's go for 2. Let's be ballsy. So we're down 1. We're going for 2 with a minute left. This is huge. You like our spacing concept on the goal line here? It's always picking on that safety playing man on the backside. However, this time the linebacker was on him on the front side, so boom. Once we see that, right back to that slant route, throw, catch, touchdown, or 2-point, I should say. So we got a 1-point lead with a minute now. We got pressure going. We're kind of just going to let this one play through aside from, the play calling process. I don't want to show that. Who cares? But, yeah, quarterback rolls out. This is insane. I don't know if you saw the pressure on him. We'll look back at it, but this is insane. Right-handed quarterback rolling to his left, plants his feet, still throws it across his body. Look at that. With guys all in his face. Like, how's this fair? You know what I mean? Like, my guys aren't doing this. Why does the quarterback on the CPU only get to do this? You know what I mean? Don't want to get too angry here commentating it, but, I mean, look at that, man. What are we doing? And to throw it, 40 yards like he did on our rope? That's crazy. I mean, if that's a tackle, that's huge for us, right? Within a minute, he has to waste a timeout or waste 10 seconds getting on the ball, but... yeah, now he's down into field goal range, and we've got to start playing aggressive in order to stop him, and we do. We get a great pressure there, but we bat down the ball instead of picking it off. We get a second chance. We stop him on third there to make a long 4th down kick. I don't even know how long that one was, but now we're down to with 30 seconds left. It's not impossible. We still got time. We got timeouts. We're going to make it work. So we're going to run 4 verts to pick on the zone. We see that switches into a match. Man coverage. Boom. Come back. Just like that. That's the thought process on that is we check for zone to hit the seams. We see it's man or match. Boom. Right to the comeback. So now we're in the no huddle trying to get downfield, get what we can. Nothing there. So we're just going to roll out. Get out of bounds, save some time. We're at the 50 with 16 seconds left. I like our spot, especially with the timeouts. I missed the seam ball. I missed the running back. And I mean, when you look at that throw compared to what the CPU quarterback did with the pressure in his face, not really fair, is it? But 5 seconds left. They're in a 3. I mean, I'm just going to run this ball right up the gut, get myself in good field goal position. I try to dive. Doesn't go so well. We got a long field goal here. They're icing me. I can't even see how long it is on this tiny screen. From the 38, so it's going to be a long field goal. 55 yards for a MAC kicker. I'm almost positive their kicker put this one through with plenty of space, but anyway. Great timing. Not sure how the power was. It looks like it's going to go through. And short. That's the game. Not happy about that, given what happened in the last minutes with the CPU quarterback and my guys batting down balls that could have been picked, and then missing field goal. I mean, it's just not good. Missing throws by my quarterback. Yeah, so that's the Armed Forces Bowl. We finish, I believe, 8-5 on this season. Yeah. Go Rockets, man. All right, let's take a recap of our season real quick here. As you can see, we finished 8-5 with Toledo. We were actually ranked at one point. I don't know if that's in a previous recording at 25 at 8-4. It was crazy. Probably because the wins we did have were Illinois, and then a user game, the losses we had were all, other ranked teams like these two, Bowling Green and Eastern, who finished ranked in our conference. But yeah, we had Texas winning the Natty at 14-2 alongside Arch Manning getting the Heisman, as you saw. So quite the season for the Longhorns there. But let's kind of look at our recap for NIL. As you know, we had Mr. Corey Smith take 3rd in Heisman, I believe, but he's expecting 305 NIL. We have 700. We just can't make that work as much as we want to. So we're going to have to sadly let him go alongside a ton of other people that we can't afford either. This freshman gadget receiver, 6'8" overall, chewing up 150 NIL on the bench. Crazy. Yeah, we're kind of going to be starting fresh NIL-wise, getting rid of a lot of these guys. But yeah, I'm feeling confident going forward with our team. However, we're at the safe for now. Job security, not too great, but yeah, we're just going to have to hit this portal, grab some guys. We got a new quarterback coming in. I don't know if I'm going to keep my current quarterback or not. Robert Calvin. He played about half a season because he tore abdominal this season. But yeah, we're going to make do with what we got. Go Rockets. I should also add, to finish our season, we ended up, you'll see in the gameplay obviously, but we ended up losing by 2 to Auburn in our Armed Forces Bowl. That was a crazy game that we can talk about now after the fact, but that was an awesome game. We had some bad losses to Bowling Green, Eastern Michigan, Miami of Ohio. Can't happen. They went 3-9. We lost to them, drop a conference game. But yeah, that's really, we're a score away in this game. We're a score away in this game. We're gonna advance ahead, but yeah, I think we're gonna be okay next season.